sleepover. And I'm bringing you in. It's like 1:20 in the morning. And I fell asleep putting Jacob to bed. Well, consciously. I was like, I don't feel like recording. I want to just go to bed. I was feeling super tired. So I went to bed. He woke up. Anger bit me. And then my nervous system was just like, rawr. And I was called. I was like, you should go just get some water and set up in the living room and like do your video. I was like, okay, fine, I'll do it. So I got my light, snuck into my other room, got my stuff, and I'm in a beanbag chair. This is my wall mural. I think you can kind of see it. I'm proud of her. I'm so excited to see it continue to come to light. I love working with like layers. So you can't see the texture, I'm sure, but I have like a mountainscape with some trees. There's gonna be like a river and my sun. I don't know if it's rising or setting yet. There might be stars, we'll see. And then I think you can kind of see, yeah, I have like little shelves that we made to put Jacob's toys on, and we made a bunch of like wall art pieces that I decorated. So it's a fun little spot. How's everyone doing? Before coming on, I thought of a topic, but it's escaping me. It's like so late, early in the night that, okay. This is what it was. I was reminded because I woke up and I've had like probably 4-ish hours of sleep. And I was reminded of this little factoid that I came across or was told. And apparently, and people probably still, people do this. Like there's this idea that in Europe specifically, like people go and have siestas. So you like have a part of your day and then the world like closes down so that everyone can go home, have some rest, have some food, and then you go into the rest of your day. Biphasic sleeping is where I'm going with this. But then this idea of biphasic sleeping where you go to sleep, then you wake up, and then my understanding is that you like look at the stars, have something to eat. Like people used to go down to towns and like spend time in the middle of the night, and then they would go back to sleep. And that's a super interesting way of living. My understanding is like this happened a lot during the time of like when the great philosophical thinkers were in action. And I also think about anyone who was following the stars. They didn't have smartphones, and they had to actually like watch the position of the stars moving every night. And so I imagine that getting a little bit of sleep and then waking up and then seeing the night sky, so that they can see what was happening every night, and then going back to sleep and getting some rest. So yeah, biphasic sleeping. This happens to me sometimes where I will wake up around this time and then I can't fall back asleep for a bit. And there's the part of me that's like, oh, like if you overstimulate or if you start reading or do whatever, then your system is going to wake up and you're not going to be able to fall back asleep. But I don't know, maybe that's just something that I've told myself. It feels nice to take a little bit of time for me, even if it's, here's the deal. Some of you might be night people. My husband is a night person. He's still not home yet. He loves the nighttime. He loves it. He doesn't want to go to sleep. He gets his time when the world is quiet. And I'm always like, I don't understand you. Like, I like to wake up in the morning. I have a lot more energy. I like to get things done, but there's not a lot of rest time. And under the stillness and the quiet of the stars and like the world is asleep, it does feel like there's this beautiful pause. And I know that my understanding, at least, is that I'm going to use the word best, but I just simply mean like the best time that like the yogis say to meditate is around like 3 or 4 a.m. And my understanding is that in like ashrams and in I don't know the right term, but one of the best times to meditate is like 3 or 4 in the morning. It's still, it's quiet. I'm assuming that the mind and the body is a little bit more easeful and at rest. And like, I'm imagining right now there's the traditional Chinese medicine clock, and it talks about what areas are activated at what times on the clock. If you've ever heard of this, let me know. If not, and you're just like, what are you talking about, girl? I don't have all the details, so like the Google search will help with that. But there's like chunks of time where it's like the liver is activated, or the gallbladder, or the stomach. So depending on what is activated in this like biological fashion, you can choose to, make choices for yourself based on that information or not. But during this time, things are a little bit more quiet. And so they also say, I always hear people say like the veil is thin, and I've never really come to understand that terminology. It hasn't really clicked in my life. I haven't noticed like, oh yes, I'm much more spiritually connected during certain times versus not. But I'm sure it's true. I'm sure it's true for a lot of people. So the question is to meditate or not, to sleep or not, to paint or not. I haven't painted in a couple days. That's a lie. I painted like yesterday. Well, thanks for coming to my sleepover. I probably forgot to say welcome to my timeline, so welcome to my timeline. Thanks for being here. I hope you're having a beautiful day, evening. If you're not sleeping like me, let me know. I'll see you tomorrow.